Good evening, you bunch of absolute legends, and welcome back to Team Ion Presents Skyrim. This is Darius, and it's been a few hours since I recorded the last one. Boy, that episode actually turned out to be over an hour long. Anyway, we're gonna get back into it, and it's currently 7:30 for me at night in Brisbane in Australia, so we're going to not take too long, hopefully. Also, I looked it up. The reason why I can't arrest the people, apparently for the desolate point, is that I'm not using the arrest weapons. I didn't take those with me.
Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Anyway, let's go kill us a dragon. I know exactly where Grove is.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
What in the name of all that is sacred to Kennereth happened here?
Don't you know there's a dragon attacking?
Three soldiers just spontaneously collapsed dead. Anyway. That black dragon we saw at the start of the game, Alduin, for that is his mother hecking name. Sorry, I was just quoting The Rock Drive from New Zealand. Whenever someone says their name in the show or sends in a thing, they always say, that's my mother hecking name. They don't actually say the swear word, but anyway. Alduin, he has a unique ability that's exclusive only to him. He can bring back dead dragons. And that's what he's doing right now. You, where the heck have you been?
Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Actually, I'm gonna switch to my bow because I don't think it'll attack us from the ground to start with. Technically, we could interrupt it and it'll attack us anyway. If we try to attack Alduin, he'll just fly off. I'm sure there are people who have actually learned the dragon language fluently.
You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance to dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Salukanir, Kridar, Chur.
Alright, let's do this, as I expected.
Use the practice.
Why am I using iron arrows? Get out your bow, mate! What the? Nope. I am Yvonne of the hills. Hear my voice of despair.
That's how. Oh, dang. Did it. Something's happening. What's above?
So you really are.
Losing the bodies like a sir.
Gods, it's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I?
Big time.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon. Damn it, we're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all. Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. For the last 200 years, we've been searching for the next Dragonborn to guide and guard, as we are sworn
To guide and
we never
guard
found
as we are sworn to do.
until now.
Take note of that.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? The faction that rules the Aldmeri Dominion. The ones who almost destroyed the Empire during the Great War 30 years back. There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel.
I'm a half-elf, so...
The Empire barely survived the last war. The Thalmor don't intend to lose the next one.
There is actually a mod I have. I don't have it on, but I have it downloaded where you can participate, after the Civil War kicks off in this one, or it finishes, you can participate in a war that the Thalmor rage against whoever side you picked. You can choose to join the Thalmor if you want. I wouldn't choose to. I did it once in a private not a let's play, a playthrough, but I might end up doing that mod once the main quest line is finished.
Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor.
Obviously, if I do the Civil War
Our
quest, I'm going
Grandmaster
to pick
saw them as the greatest threat to
Stormcloaks, because
Tamriel.
that's what the coin decided.
At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
Now, I did notice, this is probably just because I had yeah, there you go. I'm not telling it to run, it's just running of its own accord. So I'm going to just stop the recording, reload the game, reload the recording, or restart a recording, and I'm just going to stitch the two together. See you. And I am back, and hopefully that should have fixed it. No, it did not. Oh well, I'm just gonna roll with it. Whatever. I don't think it's that much of a hindrance. Maybe the keys are stuck. Anyway, She said to meet her back in Riverwood, but we're not going to do that. We are going to go to the throat of the world in order to deliver the horn and then officially be acknowledged as Dragonborn by the Greybeards. Oh, and we should deliver the supplies while we're here. Clemic supplies. Eventually the Greybeards will find out that you've been working with the Blades, and they're not happy to hear that at all.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wincom. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da.
Out of the way, Findel. It may be pronounced Feindel, but it's A-E, which in Latin is an I sound, so I'm just going with that.
Use it wisely.
Even though he's an elf.
Now gift you with his knowledge of Da. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Sky, guard you. We spoke the traditional words of greeting to a Dragonborn who has accepted our guidance. The same words were used to greet the young Talos when he came to High Hrothgar before he became the Emperor Tiber Septim. Ah, I sometimes forget you are not versed in the dragon tongue, as we are. This is a rough translation. Long has the storm crown languished, with no worthy brow to sit upon. By our breath we bestow it now to you, in the name of Kyne, in the name of Shor, and in the name of Atmora of old. You are Ysmir now, the dragon of the north. Hearken to it.
Yes, I just wanted to show you Arngir saying that, because when Christopher Plummer speaks, you listen. That's the person who played Arngir. May he rest in peace.
5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. Wind, guide you.
And we will end up meeting Paarthurnax, who is a dragon, and he is voiced by Charles Martinet. Martinet, I think. Who played, or Martinet. No, Martinet, I'm sure his name is, and he played Mario, and he does the voice of Mario for, well, all the Mario games, so, yes. Quite a celebrity. So funny. I mean, what's your hurry? Ah, Clemic, you're right in front of my eyes.
You've been a good friend to me. Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
That's quite a bit
Thanks
of money
again for the legwork.
that he's just giving away. Anyway, I'm going to go to my estates, collect my incomes, get my potions, and I'll be back. See you shortly. And as always, there is a dragon. I was just collecting my crops, and look what happens. See how they're running away? It's because they're civilians, and now they're, as the mod requires civilians to run. Oh.
Bruce?
Sorry, I'm a bit focused on the fight, so I'm not going to talk much. Oh, by the way, I went to my character's husband Moth and my character's child Lucia, and I had to move into the estate of Hellberg, so I suppose I should really get in there. Good night, Dark Prince. Oh, they always attack this place. They attack this place like a... Well, I can't think of a really good analogy, but I don't really want to dip into historical places that have attacked other places, so I'm not going to go there. But anyway. Actually, maybe if I do an ancient culture, they attack this place like Rome attacks other nations unjustly. Thing about the Roman Empire and the Roman Republic is they always had to make sure it looked like they were fighting a just war. Anyway, I'm going to go back and pause the game now. I'm just going to unpause the recording here because Lucia, your children will always rush to greet you if you haven't been at home in a long time. Anyway, she asked me for an allowance. Here's what happens if you give her the maximum amount you can.
What? Seriously? No way! With this, I could buy everything in the market! Wow! Thanks!
I will not be doing that another time.
What is it?
Anyway, I'm just going to go collect my stuff, and I'm also going to enhance those ebony gauntlets. Look at this shining warrior. With all of the dragon bones and dragon scales that I've been collecting lately, I decided to try to fashion a set of armor for Faendal here, and I managed to do it with the exception of the helmet. He's still wearing his iron plate one, because I didn't have enough scales, but hopefully a few more dragons and we'll have it. I need 2 more scales to make him the helmet. Oh, and I guess I'd probably need another one to make it flawless. I even made him a bow and an axe. Currently he's using the bow because technically he's a ranged, his speciality is ranged combat. Anyway, I'm just gonna pause. I just unpaused to show you this. I'm gonna unpause again, go mix the potions, and then I'll be back. And welcome back to Riverwood. Why did I say that with an American accent? Anyway, we're now going to meet Delphine to find out what her plan is.
Just stay away from my husband, Alva.
Welcome. Huh?
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan.
Somewhere.
Watch how she doesn't say to close the door this time. Throwing caution to the wind then, are we?
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember?
Give me a mug of ale.
While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
And, you see, what will happen is, with this party, we will go in dressed in fine clothing, get out of the way, Findel.
It's only right, seeing as you're the important lumberman.
Whatever problem they're having, I'm not interested. You will have... I don't mean that in a bad way, it's probably just banter. Solitude. I don't think we've been to Solitude, we've just been to the stables on the docks. However, now that we have the multiple adoptions thing, there is a character there we can adopt. And we will.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse. Or Katla if you're looking for work. I can't help you. I hate it. Everyone feels sorry for me, so they don't treat me too bad, but... Both my parents were in the Legion. There was an ambush. Katla said she'd feed me if I could make myself useful. I take care of the animals, run errands, that kind of thing. I guess it could be worse, but I'm sick of sleeping outside with the horses. I want a real home, real parents, not this. Really? Do you have a place I can live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Really? You mean it? Wow. Thanks, Ma. I promise I won't be any trouble at all.
Go forth, my son. Carry on, my wayward son. Anyway. Now that we have adopted a child and a mother to multiple children, we're going to go inside Solitude for the first time, and we have to sit through a mandatory scene. We technically don't have to sit through it, but we're going to out of respect for the dead. You see, what happens is there is a gate guard here in Solitude where Ulfric Stormcloak killed the High King. He killed the High King in fair combat, and for that reason the gate guard let him go free, but according to the Imperials it was a murder, so they're going to execute him. Normally there's a guard here who you can talk to and he'll say you're just in time to say hello to Rogvir. He's the sorry person who's going to be executed, but he actually says the word for an illegitimately born offspring, so we won't do that.
Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home.
Most of the people here are really cruel about it as well.
Get on with it!
Traitor! You should tell her that her uncle is scum.
You
and the
betrayed
traitor's
us.
High King. Best she know now, Atvar.
They're all hard.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city.
There is
after
no
you
way
murdered
to
Hiking
actually
Torrent.
stop this from happening.
By
Even
opening
if you
that
kill
gate for
everyone,
Ulfric, you
he
betrayed the
still
people of
dies.
Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak! was no murder. Ulfric challenged Thorin. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Rest in peace. You can eventually go to Sovngarde in this game. I'm not sure if you see him there, but you do see the High King. Anyway.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Yes? What do you need? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly.
I don't know if quietly is the right word for it, but anyway.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Yes, we do have to give up our weapons and armor. Uh, 2,523 arrows. What happened is that I found I had so many iron ingots, or iron ores, which I smelted into ingots, that I figured I might as well make arrows out of them, so I'll never run out of arrows. And we'll need our potions too. Other than that, we're good. Oh, we might need the lockpicks, just in case. Alright. So technically we are naked, so... Anyway, we will have a set of fine clothes in order.
Without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy.
You know, if you keep saying that, with all the spies that the Thalmor have everywhere, they will hear you. Oh, the Kaji to hear. There's a quest you can do for them in order to gain access to one of their people as a companion.
Next time, you might want to get dressed before leaving the house.
We will have a new set of clothes in order, and those are our party clothes.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
Yes, you are required to put on the party clothes in order to get in.
Go to a party at the I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Odd that it has the arrows there.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Melon's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. Please, you first. There's not
Welcome
enough
to the
drinking.
Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, Mom. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thumb.
Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Thalmor, arrogant little people. Actually, they're not little, they're usually very tall.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
Now, we could tell her our name, but that would be a really stupid idea, because this is going to go down terribly. So instead, we're going to flatter her.
All good, I trust. But you have me at a disadvantage. I'm afraid I know nothing about you. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Now, we will obviously be spotted if we try to make a break for it now, so we have to distract them, and that gentleman who enjoys his alcohol will be our ticket in.
What can I get for you, ma'am? Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Now, there are other people at this party, dignitaries, and if you have a good relationship with any of them, they will happily distract the people for you, but we're just going to go with the default option.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Basically, he'll accuse everyone of being in the bed of the Thalmor.
What can I get for you, ma'am?
Attention, everyone.
Good day.
Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Of course. I'll be waiting. Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Mistress,
What are you
I
doing?
speak figuratively. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone...
Notice how he said they had no more Alto wine.
Although, most...
Let me do the talking. So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. You need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Right, let's just armor up. And oh, it also turned out that I didn't equip my dragon boots. I had left them in a chest, so yeah. Whoops.
With no sign of shipping out anytime soon.
Wait, I'm just gonna check if all those things are favorited. Nope, they're not. 5. And let's do
Some
this.
say the ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg. Captain Safia can't afford.
Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both
she would
dead.
never admit such a thing. Captain Safia is far too proud a woman for that.
Good luck.
Did you see those robes?
You're on your own.
Who are they with? More of the emissaries.
You can sneak your way through this, but My character is not a sneaky person. In fact, with my character's splint armor in Dungeons and Dragons, they always failed. Well, they didn't always fail stealth checks, but we had to use Pass Without Trace. If you put on a set of Thalmor armor and you are a high elf, you can actually sneak through and they'll just think you're one of them and you're just a new person. Whoa. I really don't want to fight that. And I'm fighting it anyway. Knock him out with the shield. Those were the guards out the front who were aggressive, but anyway.
Someone there?
No, no one's here. It is possible to leave that guy alive, but he sees you as you go in. And he'll, Can't leave the man with any sort of dignity. Now, there is information you can gather, and I believe there is a book about Ulfric's Stormcloak, which basically says that the yeah, okay, sure. Please pause if you want to read this, I'm just reading it. I'm not going to read that. But basically the one for Ulfric's Stormcloak is that the Thalmor are allowing Ulfric to wage his war in Skyrim because it weakens the Empire and it weakens Skyrim, so that when the Thalmor eventually invade, which you can actually take part in the mod that I mentioned, they will they'll both be weak.
Never should have come here.
Oh, I forgot that was people here. This is it. Esbern, who is played by Max von Sydow. I'm not going to go through this, but basically he was, I think, an archivist for the Blades. Oh, here we go. In fact, I'm just going to do a quick save here, because if they kill Esbern, I'm going to feel really I mean, not Esbern, Malborn, I'm going to feel really guilty.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped. We have your accomplice.
Good, I saved Malborn.
Oh. Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
He will escape to Windhelm, and he's basically hiding in the city because there's a Thalmor agent going to try and kill him outside the city. But you can stop that agent from... You can kill that agent, and Malborn will go back to Valenwood or wherever he's from.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay.
This person...
Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Is a thief for the Thieves Guild?
They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
And if you join the Thieves Guild, you can talk to him, and I think he may give you stuff, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, there is a troll we have to fight in order to... Oh. Wasn't the key in there? Oh, maybe the key is on one of the guards. Oh, yeah. The trapdoor key. Nothing worth. Oh, the amethyst. Yep. The armor is technically more expensive, or valuable, but it outweighs more. Alright, there is a troll down there. I would like to take care of the troll first before we do anything, so don't do anything stupid, guys. Just a quick save. This didn't take as long as I expected. I was gonna... Just let me do this, guys. Nice work, boys. Oh, and obviously Feindal is not with us for this one.
You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
Okay, let's go get our equipment back, and that'll be it for the day, I believe. The next mission in this main quest line is to go get Malborn. Not Malborn, to go get Esbern. He's hiding in the Riften Rataways, which are basically tunnels under the city. I like Max von Sydow. He was an incredibly gifted actor. Oh. I suppose that means that... Oh wait, he's here. Cool. I guess he was just paused until the mission was finished.
Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
That went smoother than expected.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear is safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
I have the proof and everything.
Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us.
I even got the terminology right.
War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least.
Brynjolf?
Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
I believe that was the date that the Great War began. It officially began with the Thalmor get out of the way and I won't have to watch it. The Thalmor sending carts of chests full of the severed heads of the blades that they'd killed, and that was the official opening act of the war. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching and putting up with my long absences. I will hope to do regular episodes soon. And thank you very much, and this has been Darius, and have a good, no matter where you are in the world, have a good day.